So Tab Mobile Barrier heads to the back. Race 2. Stand by. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8 and 10 are the 6 chances under the 10 to 1 mark. Green light and they're off and racing. Now galloping out on the inside was stumbling in one of the favourites, and checked behind it was Glenfrey Crest. So the actual 2 of the 3 favourites have gotten into a bit of trouble in the early stages and are out the back. Beginning well, Nunya on the outside wants the front. Has got 3 metres in front of Lauriston Dash, who's still got the inside running, but not now. It now is in behind the leader, and the pink and white of Rock with Lucky moves up to the breeze on the outside. They will follow by King Cardle in the 1 out, 1 back position. 3 back on the inside. Then as they came down the straight is on the inside to Down River Road. And they were followed then in the running line by Pretty in the outback. On the pegs then was Glenfrey Crest, who's 4 back with 2 laps to go. 1,600 metres out at the winning post. Is 4 back on the markers now after being checked after leaving the mobile. Alabama Tiff, another one of the main chances in the race, is 5 back on the peg line. And the one that caused the trouble stumbling in is at the tail of the 10, about 20 off the front, galloped out a lap ago and is at the back of the field, 5 back in the running line. The lead time in 43 seconds as they go down the back, and the front runner by 2 metres on the inside is Nunya. Nunya by 3 metres. Second, Rock with Luck at the outside as they slow up. Ahead away, Lauriston Dash third. With the slow pace, Pretty in the outback, and Blake Jones isn't happy with the pace. He's going round the outside, 3 wide on that one. Gives it a couple of flicks with the shillelagh, wants to move forward. Followed 3 back on the inside by Down River Road. They will follow by King Cardle in the running line. As still under the whip is Pretty in the outback on the outside as a crack for the front. So it's been on here. Stumbling in, who caused the trouble at the start, is on the outside, 3 wide advancing forward. Followed by Abercrombie Lynn at the bell. 800 metres and a lap to go. Well back in the field, Alabama Tiff and Glenfrey Crest on the inside. 34.6 only was the first quarter of the last mile. 31.3 was the second quarter, so they quickened up considerably. 65.9 the first half of the last mile. So Nunya has had no excuses here. Leads by a head. Pretty in the outback on the outside, who's the favourite at 250, moves up, gets its head in front. You can see why Jones wanted to make the move. Lauriston Dash on the inside, followed by Stumbling In. Deeply trying to get going. Rock with Lucky with Glenfrey Crest right round the outside. Next is Down River Road at the 400 metres. Well back then as they came down the side was King Cardle. Past the 400, 30.6 the third quarter. On the inside, Nunya giving plenty of survival of the fittest here. On the outside, Pretty in the outback. 3 wide, Glenfrey Crest. This has been a huge run. Was checked coming out of the mobile. It's still the big chance on the outside at the 100 metres. Glenfrey Crest on the outside. Nunya's still trying to kick back on the inside. They're all flat out. Nunya's giving plenty. Down on the inside. Lauriston Dash flies. Oh, it's close. Nunya on the outside. If I had to have a pick, I think may have wanted the nose to Lauriston Dash, who's flowed on the pegs. Very close though. Out wide was Glenfrey Crest. Against the peg line getting going was Abercrombie Lynn. Pretty in the outback in a race of attrition. Down River Road, stumbling in, a brutal event. Rock with Lucky, King Cardle pulling up towards the rear, along with Alabama Tiff towards the back. And final quarter of 31.5, 62.1 final half mile. Mile rate is slow, 26.9. It's very close here.